And that is the leftist that tried to lure ICE agents out of a building and start shooting them. Have y'all seen this?
I haven't seen it.
It sounds, maybe I saw something about it.
I shared it to my personal Facebook. I'm flipping back over, and this is from Fox News. I mean, I hate referencing Fox like they're just 100% all real news all the time, but this is credible here. So it is.
We have Sean referencing Alex Jones. You're good.
Yeah.
It says, and these are the faces of the 10 people charged in a planned ambush on an ICE facility in Texas with the intent to kill ICE corrections officers. Let's see here. Click on it. Usually they're linked. There's a link. That's the first story in these things that these news articles, these news people share nowadays, because Facebook doesn't like you sharing the link in the main.
Right. They have to put it in the comments.
First comment there, or nobody will ever see the damn thing. But so it happened in Texas here. Let me see if I can.
Lots of stuff going on in Texas.
Yeah, somebody actually sent me a text about that about 10 minutes. I didn't read all of it, but I think that's right.
Sorry, I'm searching on X here. I just knew that there'd be a link there. I would have already had it ready before I opened my mouth. All right, here is I'm going to pull this up for us to see, because I want to discuss this for a second, if y'all don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because all I can think about is, where's the outrage from these folks that screamed about insurrection and all. Can you pull it up?
My bad. No. I just hit the wrong thing. That was my bad. You're good.
I got to have to toggle back and forth, so I just can't see the screen when I'm at it on the other screen looking for the thing to play. As soon as you're ready, I'm ready.
No. You go ahead. Oh, okay. You got it. Yeah. Okay. You got it on yours. Okay. I was looking at mine. Yeah. Go ahead.
Here we go. Let me hit play.
Welcome back. So there has been a series of really disturbing attacks against immigration officers lately. Some of them described by officials as, quote, planned ambushes. According to DHS, assaults on immigration enforcement officers are up almost 700% when compared to the same time last year. For more on this, we are joined by Chief Correspondent Jonathan Hunt, live with more. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, Bill, let's get first to the ambush in Alvarado, Texas, which appears to be the most coordinated of all the recent attacks on ICE and Border Patrol agents and facilities. That attack began with at least 10 people, all dressed in what investigators describe as black military-style clothing, shooting fireworks at the Prairie Detention Center. Around 10 minutes later, one or two of them broke off from the main group and began spray painting the facility and vehicles parked there with words like traitor and other slogans. A police officer arrived responding to a 911 call, and at that point, one of the group, who had apparently hidden in trees near the facility, opened fire, hitting the officer in the neck, while another attacker, also across the street, fired dozens of rounds at officers from the facility.
It was a planned ambush with the intent to kill ICE corrections officers. Make no mistake, this was not a so-called peaceful protest. It was indeed an ambush.
10 people have now been charged with attempted murder, as well as weapons and body armor. Police also discovered.
All right, I want to look at these people. Andy,
I was trying to look up close at them.
Andy Frisella calls these people the unfortunates. Not these people, but all these people that protest. All the liberal protesters across the country. He's got they're ugly, unattractive, just unfortunate looking people. And you know what's missing here? Not missing, but conspicuous by its absence, anybody black or brown. It is, and that's a good thing. I'm glad, because it's always these white, stinking ass liberals that are so violent, and they're out here doing all this nonsense. I mean, do you know how hard it is to find one person to commit a crime with? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, I assume it's kind of.
Tell us, Clay. How is it?
It's got to be difficult to find somebody to talk one person into doing something this fucking stupid.
And they're always peacefully protesting, right? Peacefully.
10 people somehow or another got on the same page to pull this shit off. I know I said I'm going to cuss tonight, but here I am.
Yeah.
I'm outraged by the stupidity of it. 10 people were able to get this far along to pull this off, or to come this close to pulling it off, but just their stupidity, they couldn't quite, pull it. Their underestimation of the cop's ability to introduce into what fuck and find out means.
That's Trump derangement syndrome to the max.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the only people any of these people could possibly procreate with would be one another.
Let's hope they don't do that, though.
I mean,
we don't need any more of them.
In the bottom right-hand corner. I guess maybe he's brown.
Yeah. Oh, God.
He's got a little brown in him. But I mean, either way, who are these people and why do they hate America so bad? It's like, you're right, Lindsay. It is. It's Trump derangement syndrome. I still blame the media at the end of the day on this. And these far left politicians, I blame them on this by convincing people that
threat to democracy. They have drilled it into
literal Nazis. Literal Nazis. These are literal Nazis. Could you imagine if the right did this? Could you imagine the way the news would be handling it? Because I bet you this story does not exist on any left-wing sites.
Well, Sean believes the right did do this on January 6th. That's what he believes.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to go down a January 6th rabbit hole right now, but
they haven't let us forget it.
I will say this about just take outside the Trump derangement syndrome. These people are crazy. We all agree they're nuts. They should go to jail forever. I'm happy with that. There has been, and I got a clip about it too in a second. There has been, I think, issues in the public about the extent of what we're doing with the immigration enforcement. Obviously, doesn't mean go shoot ICE agents. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just where it pushes some crazy people like this to do something. And I think that's been a theme that's going on where, I think when Trump campaigned, it was let's get the criminals out, which, there were some people that disagree with it. It was crazy. But I think I
don't know, Sean. I think he was like, if you came here illegally, he campaigned on that.
I think the message is,
criminals. You broke the law to get here. You're a criminal by definition. I know what you're saying.
The first thing you did when you came into the country was break the law.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me play this real quick. This is, you guys probably seen this before. This is from Joe Rogan's show about a week or two ago, where he talks about this.